Hello, my name's Eliza. Welcome back to my channel. The Daily Run with Za is me sharing my story about running every single day for the past 18 years. If you want to learn more about a run streak, you can go to runeveryday.com. Essentially, a run streak is running at least 1 mile every single calendar day for at least 1 year. So my run streak's coming up on 19 years, and I'm using these YouTube videos to answer your questions that you asked me over on Instagram. You can follow me, Daily Run with Za. So the biggest question I've received is how I maintained my run streak through pregnancy and after delivery. So where to begin? So this kind of creates a lot of controversy in the world because I had to run 5 hours after delivering my first baby. Not that I had to, but I made that choice at that time. I was 12 years into my run streak, and I wanted to basically see if it was possible to keep the run streak going. And like I said, it only has to be 1 mile. Back in 2014, I couldn't really find anything about anybody doing this, and I just wasn't even sure if it was possible. Obviously, any single person, 99.9% of the people that you talk to are going to tell you, don't do it, don't even try. You know, you basically have a wound in your body, you shouldn't even be exerting yourself. And then you can get into kind of the mental health part of it, like, why do you feel like you need to bounce back so quickly? And what's the point? But the run streak, the run for me, it's not like I delivered a baby and I'm like, okay, I need to get back to my pre-baby weight. It was nothing to do with the appearance. It was just honoring that commitment that I made to myself about running every day. So, like I said, it's a calendar day. I couldn't miss a calendar day. I had to find some way to get in the run. But I guess this will be a 2-part video. This part, I'm going to talk about running through pregnancy, and the second part, I can talk about running after delivery and like post-baby. So doctors recommend not waiting to run at least, 6 weeks after you deliver a baby. And also, many people, women that have run through pregnancy kind of stop running about, maybe 36 weeks or so. So like I said, I couldn't find anybody out there that did it. So I wanted to, I was just kind of taking day by day. And of course, I was monitoring myself, seeing how I felt, and I knew I wasn't really putting myself into too much danger, just the way that I felt. And I think it's also was important that I was running every single day. I mean, in pregnancy, your body changes so much that, running on a Monday and then not at 36 weeks and then not running again until, when you hit 38 weeks, I mean, your body changes so much. It's like, oh my gosh, like, I don't want to be doing this. But the fact that it was every single day, I was able to kind of feel those changes, gradually. And, I was only running, I was running 20 minutes. So I guess 1.5 to 2 miles every day. I was never running more than that. I know some women walk for miles, towards the last bit of their pregnancy. But, besides my run, I was otherwise pretty lazy, and really appreciated the fact that I could rest and not really have to worry about, doing anything else. I got my run in. The rest of the day I was able to rest. So it's not like I was go, go, go. Once again, 1.5 miles. It was 20 minutes. Okay. It's not like the whole day was revolved around this working out. 20 minutes. Okay. The beginning. So I was pregnant in 2014, 2016, and the first trimester of both pregnancies were almost the hardest. It was just hard for me to breathe. So I slowed down my running. I don't even know my pace, but it was definitely over 10-minute pace. It was just difficult to breathe. I didn't really have much morning sickness, a little bit of nausea, but for the most part, I was just kind of in tune with my body and knew I felt safe, and it's not like I was overexerting myself at all. It was just very slow, easy running. And I know there's women out there that train for marathons in the beginning of their pregnancy, but my goal, going into pregnancy was not to care at all about the miles or the time, just to get in that run and continue the streak. So I had no desire to run more than 2 miles. I wanted to just take it easy and not really regret anything later, if I was running too much. So that's one thing, how, it was different for me. And second trimester, both pregnancies, was a lot easier. I still didn't run, more than 20 minutes really. I just put in my run every single day. Third trimester, the belly's been getting bigger. I wrapped a scarf around my belly, and most importantly, I did very short strides. I didn't open my stride too much. I just wanted to keep it very short. I did have some hip pain, but I think that was just kind of like an imbalance. As soon as the baby was born, it went away. And, like I said, it's only 20 minutes, but the fact that getting out there every day, my second son was born in December, so I don't run on the treadmill. You can look at my last video about why I don't run on the treadmill. But I did run indoors around an indoor pool, lots of circles around, because I didn't want to slip and fall on the ice outside. So that's something else to be aware of, is the terrain when you're running pregnant, because you don't want to slip and fall and injure yourself, injure the baby. So, for me, it was ice and, slippery conditions. So, certainly run on the treadmill. I just make things harder for myself, and I just gave up the treadmill back in 2009. So, literally run around your family room if you have the space. You can be creative. If you have a basement, run around the basement. Go to your Y indoor track. You can go to a hotel and run around that indoor pool. You can run up and down hallways. Running is just such a free and accessible. Run in the mall if you have an indoor mall, which isn't the best. It's like cement, but once again, you're only doing a mile. So yeah, I got through the 9 months of pregnancy. The last week was somewhat difficult, the baby dropping and everything, but I didn't have any sort of complications. And I think, I contribute that to a healthy lifestyle and the fact that I was out there running every day. Once again, leading up to the birth is a controversial story, so look forward to part 2. But, as far as running when you're pregnant, always consult your doctor or midwife. And, in my birth story, I decided to choose a midwife and wanted to do, my first son was a birthing center. My second was an at-home, because I am paranoid that the doctors push you to C-sections, and I didn't want that to be the case, which, watch my next video about my birth story, because I think I would have been a prime example of somebody that needed a C-section. And I don't want to be out publicly here saying my opinions on C-sections. But for my body, I just wanted to prevent that as much as I could. And I knew kind of going the natural route would be not the easiest, but would try to prevent that as much as I could. So I guess that's my story about running through pregnancy. I think there's definitely better resources out there if you're pregnant and you want to continue running. Like I said, always consult your doctor, but feel free to reach out to me. Having the experience of running every day, like I said, I don't push everybody, any pregnant lady, you got to run every day. Once again, the daily run is more about that commitment to yourself, taking the time to yourself, removing yourself from situations, and kind of like a meditation and a way to just be grateful for the day. So that's what I enjoyed about the run, and I hope this answered your questions about running through pregnancy, and look forward for my next video about how I ran the day of delivery. Thanks for watching. Please give me a like and subscribe if you want. Follow me on Instagram, Daily Run with Zah, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.